Hi everyone, I am here with something new. I'm here with something new, and I have this whole crazy setup with two cameras. So what I'm going to be doing today for you is that I'm going to be doing a Golden Dragon timeline reading. So you will have noticed that time is kind of different. Let me just start with a little intro about who the Golden Dragons are, the nature of time, and timeline jumping, and what these cards have to do with it. So I'm going to make sure that you can see these cards, that you can see me while I explain what these cards are all going to be representing. But first, these Golden Dragons are an angelic type of dragon, and they are a part of the seraphim. Now, who are the seraphim? They are also known as the burning ones. So these are the angels closest to God, but all angels, all humans, all everything is close to God, so whatever. But they are all about mission, purpose, accomplishments in your life, burning through illusions, illuminating the things that you need to see, walking through the fire of your initiations. You guys know I'm always talking about initiations, your spiritual initiations. So they can help you with all this stuff. 2024 is going to be a year full of accelerated growth. And these timeline jumps that we are all going through are happening faster than they ever have. And that is why it has become impossible, I feel. That's been my experience, to really predict one future. It's not that easy. It's just not that simple. Because we can manifest way quicker, we are working through blocks way quicker. Therefore, we are able to jump timelines way quicker. So that is what these Golden Dragons are also helping us with. And because as a collective, we are able to connect way easier now to these higher frequencies, such as seraphim, cherubim, archangels, all these realms, we are able to just manifest way quicker. And things that used to take people a decade can now be accomplished in months sometimes. And I've seen this in my own life. I've seen this in the lives of other people. And then, like, if you look back to I don't know, July or August, and you look at where you are now, it looks like you may have gone through an entire timeline jump. Like this, you could have never imagined any of this that a few months ago. So what I'm going to do with these cards is what I do in my Golden Dragon readings. These are timeline jump readings. These are for people that feel, sometimes you can just feel that you are on this weird, like with one foot in one reality and another foot in a whole other reality, in this whole other timeline, basically. So that is what we're going to be doing right now. That's what we are going to be looking at. So basically these dragons, what they make me do, because I do these cards, I pull these cards and everything, but it's not really me. So these dragons are working through me. They are gonna, it's never the same. It's never the same. No two readings are ever the same. And I usually just do them for people individually. So I have no idea what's going to happen. They were just like, you're going to do a collective reading for whoever is watching. So we'll see what's going to happen, I guess. Usually what I do is that I will sense two different timelines for a person, two different things that they could be doing, two parallel time. There's not a good or a bad timeline. Usually it's not just that black and white. But I can see two different options. You always have free will. You can always do whatever you want. And the universe, God, I don't like saying universe because we live in a multiverse, is like one big GPS and constantly recalculating. And that is what happens when you jump timelines. You are always recalculating your life, your journey. So I have no idea. I just have all these cards here. I don't know what they are gonna do, what they are gonna have me do. So let's see what happens, I guess. I'm gonna start by putting them out of the way first. Okay, I guess first I'm going to pull two different angel cards for two different energies. So two different energies that you can choose to focus on in 2024. So these are going to be two options that you're going to be having for this next year. So I'm not turning anything around yet. I have no idea. We'll see, because they are just telling me everything. That's usually how these things work. And they just tell me now, you pull this card, you pull this card, put it like that on the table, put it like that. I have no idea what any of this means. So it's a mystery for all of us. So I have no idea. And they will start explaining in a little bit, I am sure. So let's look at what this first timeline is. So we have two choices. Yeah, I don't know if you can even see this, but this here is Archangel Azrael, and it's about releasing, transmuting a death cycle. So that's what this is. I'm going to show it over here in this camera. So this card means that you are going to be releasing a lot of stuff. So I feel you have the choice, whoever is watching, you have the choice to release more stuff, to continue what you have been doing in 2023. You can keep on doing this. It's not going to slow you down or anything if you're not on this acceleration train into manifestation or whatever. I don't know. See, that's the thing I mean. These golden dragons, I didn't say that. That's not something I would say. See, it's them. They said this. So that's something that you can choose, because there's no bad timeline, good timeline. This is just something that you can choose. That you can choose to sit with whatever's going on for you a little bit longer, process everything, and call upon Archangel Azrael, who is the angel of death and rebirth. Then there's another timeline, and this is Archangel Jophiel, and Jophiel is all about new beginnings, creation, patience. So what I'm feeling is, for this reading, because that happens sometimes with these timeline readings, that I have seen for some clients that there is like a barrier in between, and it's like one option or the other option, and there is no crossover. That's what I've seen for some people. But for this reading, I feel like you can kind of go back and forth. You can kind of go from here to here. So that's what's coming through for everybody that's watching this. This is 2024. That's what it's going to be. So we're going to be going kind of back and forth. There's going to be phases of release. There's going to be phases of death. There's going to be phases of grieving. And then you're going to notice that out of that comes a phase of new beginnings, creating new things, nurturing new beginnings, creative things that are starting to take form. Now let's look at what this is. So this, I feel, but then of course, if you feel that for you, you're going to be focused more on releasing stuff, then that is fine. You don't have to be doing what everybody else is doing. And, oh, I have to be creative. I have to know what to do. I have to have these ideas. If you have no ideas, don't force anything, because the energy, there is energy supporting you in releasing more stuff, just taking your time with all this stuff. You don't have to be doing everything at once. You don't have to constantly be doing stuff. You can just be for a while, is what I'm hearing. This is specifically for the first 5 months, I'm hearing, and then you will start to slowly go into this second timeline, is what I'm hearing. You're slowly gonna start to move in here. If you feel that this is for you, that you are somebody that's gonna be going through this phase here still, it may be the 1st of January and you may be on the second timeline. You may be like, oh, I have 500 ideas. I'm going to get started on them right now. There's nothing. I did all my death and rebirth stuff in 2023. That's fine. Then that is fine. Then you can get started with all of this stuff. But if you feel that there's stuff to release and the whole internet and everything is saying 2024 is all about manifestation and accelerated whatever, no, because I'm feeling there's 2 different timelines, there's 2 different energies. You can choose what you want to focus on, go within and feel. There is not a bad option, a good option. That is not true. Otherwise, you would not be here on a free will planet doing things with your free will. And you would have stayed in the angelic realm listening to whatever was told. So we have free will because we learn through free will. So let's see. So in this first timeline where you are going to be, if you feel like it's the 1st of January and whatever, and it's January, February, and you feel like you're still in this cocoon, in this hermit phase, that is fine. And just keep in mind, this card here says, prosperity lies ahead. So keep in mind, it may look like things are not moving and things for everybody around you, they're all moving and you're there still in this stagnant bubble. That is fine because this is necessary, because you need to be in this cocoon so that you can grow. Like all the stuff is growing on the inside, I feel. And then once you come out of this cocoon, everything is going to be fine, because this other card here says conclusions are within reach. So this goes really well with this card here. Prosperity lies ahead. Conclusions are within reach. So this is something, keep that in mind. Do not rush into things. If your whole body and soul is saying you need to be taking it easy, because that is the energy that is still present in the beginning of 2024. If that is what you're feeling, this is not for everybody. There's 2 timelines that I'm presenting here. You may feel like, oh no, I'm just going to be diving into everything right away. That is fine. Then we're going to look at what this is. So I do feel 2024 is the year of building. It's building something new, building new ideas, building something that was never done before. That is why these golden dragons are coming in. This is something that has not really been done before. These golden dragons have not been supporting humanity in the way that they will start to support people now. They are really reaching out to more people. There's not enough information about the dragons out there. I will be talking more about them in 2024. Apparently, I'm now being told, so that's what's gonna happen. So we are gonna be seeing a lot of people that are gonna be doing things that have never been done before. So 2024 is the year of building something new. And I feel like this whole breaking down of the old was necessary in 2023 to then build something new. And we still have to have patience. You still have to take it slow, but slowly build these ideas, manifest these things into reality. This here says, hold your vision. See, hold your vision. It says a win-win outcome is forecast. So this is about still taking it slow. So it's like we still want to take time to sit with all the old stuff that needs to go first before you immediately dive into all these new ideas. You want to make sure that you don't rush into these new ideas right away. And I feel this is specifically about people that want to bring stuff out into the world is what I feel. So if you have ideas, it's just because this contrast with the previous year, you want to have a completely different experience. But you have to have a good foundation first, and now you're building this foundation, is what I feel. I feel this is specifically, again, for the first 6 months. The first 6 months of 2024 is you working on this new idea, manifesting this new idea. If that is what you're feeling right away, then that is the energy. Just hold this vision that you have. Keep in mind that it is good to build things slowly with a good foundation so that you can create something solid. Now, let's see what you have to keep in mind. This is what that means. What you have to keep in mind if you are still in this grieving process. If you're still in this grieving process or grieving, well, not really. Like if you feel that you just have to not dive into anything new right away, then the Initiate of Chalices, it's going to be an emotional initiation. Water, emotions. So you are going to be confronted with new ways of processing your own emotions. And that is definitely something that I've been doing a lot of myself. I do feel like I belong more in the second timeline, that for me, there is a big shift that has happened. So I am ready to really start focusing on this new stuff. And I feel that within myself, but I'm clearly seeing there's people that still need to really focus more on this until March, around March. And that's fine, because then you are going to be able, can you even see this card with this light? Be initiated into new ways of processing your emotions, is what this means. And this is the 5 of Swords. So that means the mental space programs, subconscious programming. I feel this has to do with ancestors. 5 is transformation. So of course, this makes sense with this, all of this here. You're building something new, you're manifesting something new ideas that have never been done before, not in the way that you are doing things right now. Nobody's done this. Nobody, your parents have not done this. Your parents, other people in your culture, friends, people around you, they're not doing this new thing. So that's why I feel it's also smart to build a good foundation, because you are doing this for the first time. This has not been done before. And this is going to ask you to override programs, transform belief systems, and really be confident in what you're doing. So let's pull some extra cards and see what else the dragons want to share. Again, I have no idea. I'm just pulling them as they are giving me instructions about how to pull them. And then I just do. So yeah, let's see what this is all about. So this earth dragon here clears your path and the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. Exactly. This fits with this whole timeline here, this card right here. And it says that you are preparing, you are getting ready, you are getting ready. Just let this happen so that you can then move forward and go from this timeline to this one. There is no rush. You can still take your time. Your pathway is being cleared. Call upon these golden dragons. Even if you've never worked with them before, this is what they do. They burn illusion down so that there's nothing but ashes left. But then you have this whole clear view of what is actually real and what was illusion to begin with. And then you will be able to go to this timeline. You can clearly see what you have to do, and you can build a good foundation. So let's go back to this Lemurian shaman, shadow dissolving in gaze of truth, going beyond fear. So this is about releasing old stuff, releasing fears, working your way through shadows. So take your time with this. Don't rush. The process is what I'm feeling. This here is you are embracing your cosmic self. You are a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. This fits this whole timeline about holding your vision. All this stuff. You're going to get the answers to all this stuff. This is what this card looks like. So this one here, Source Dragon, attunes you to the infinite. Be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. So take it one day at a time. With this timeline, you are manifesting all this stuff. You don't have to see what this is going to look like right away. This is especially, again, for the first 6 months of the year. I feel it's going to be planting a lot of seeds. It's going to be laying the foundation for this whole new thing that you are building. And it's funny that this is a golden dragon. This is a golden dragon. See this? So that's what you're doing. Now, this specifically, for some reason, is about love. These two, this can be self-love, this can be connections with family members, this can be connections with friends, business connections, soul contracts with other people. If you feel that you are still in timeline number 1 where you are healing from a lot of stuff, then that is fine. You may find yourself in this, what does this say? Let me first see. Magenta Dragon enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom, awaken your soul memories, and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. So what I feel, the magenta ray, it's all about heart healing, connecting to the earth, grounding, slowing down. That you're going to be getting to know yourself way better, and this is perfect next to this initiative chalices. It's all about the heart, it's emotions. So this is perfect together. You're gonna get to know yourself, your soul. You're gonna have a deeper spiritual understanding, which prepares you for accelerated ascension. So this prepares you to jump over into this timeline here. So if you are not yet here with all this source, dragon, golden, cosmic self stuff that's happening in this timeline, that's fine. That is fine, because you are laying the foundation for all the other stuff. So yeah. And here, but what does this mean? Yes, golden dragons. What does this mean for soul connections? For people that feel that they are still healing, for people that feel that they are still working through stuff. That in this phase of silence, in this phase of processing, of being with their own emotions, people are going to understand why things went the way they went. They may need some more time. I feel that this is about connections with people that are already in this timeline. Some people are not ready to be here, and that is fine, and there's gonna be a split. And they're gonna be like confused, like what's happening? Why have they left or something? And that it's fine. You just take the time to be in this phase of analyzing, not with your mind, with your heart, feeling just letting it all be. And from that, you are going to go over here, and this says, let me read. Pure white dragon from Orion transforms your ascension knowledge into pure wisdom. Process what you know, act with truth and honesty. Let your wings of light grow and expand. So then you're going to transform. And again, this 5 of Swords, transformation. 5 is the number of transformation. When we look at tarot, it's the card that's right in the middle. And you see these two people. That is funny. So these two people, they're like with their backs to each other, like they are going to fight each other or something. I don't know. They're not happy together. You see this. This is about transforming that and realizing that this is all for your own good, and learning how to set boundaries. And you are going to become a better version of you. And it has to do, again, with doing things differently, doing things your way, doing new things that have not been done before. So that's what I feel is just really the energy for the first 6 months, at least. This is all first 6 months, I feel. And when I ask the Golden Dragons, can we have some more information about what's going to happen after the first 6 months? They're saying not really, because timelines are shifting so rapidly. It is impossible. If I were to pull cards right now, it would be pointless. It would be pointless. We are shifting super quick. They say I can pull some angel cards, but still, they're kind of laughing at me. These dragons. People always, they think, oh yeah, dragons, they're so serious. I'm so impressed by dragons, working with dragons. I don't know. Everybody that I know that works with dragon guides, they will tell you that they like to joke around. They can be serious, but they also like to just be silly. So let's see. These don't really have anything to do with this anymore. This can actually go. So this is just the general energy for what's going to happen after you go through all this other stuff that I put over here, all this stuff. So after these first 6 months, we're going to see that you are going to be more passionate about the stuff that you are building, this new stuff. Leadership. You're going to step into a leadership position, and at the same time, you're still going to be nurturing yourself. You are going to be taking care of your inner child, doing all kinds of healing. All this stuff is happening simultaneously as a result of the work that has happened in these 2 first timelines. This is the result. This is a balance of passion, leadership, self-love. So that is what's going to happen if you manage to tune in, stay connected to your higher self, call upon these golden dragons, and then you can manifest all of this stuff into your life, is what I feel. So this is just a very general reading for what I feel most people are going to be going through. If you watched this video, then this was for you. However you interpret this reading is exactly the way you were meant to interpret it. If you would like an individual timeline jump reading with these golden dragons, they are about 20 minutes long, audio recorded. You get a PDF with all the cards. And I tell you, basically it's what I did just now, but specifically for your life. So you tell me what's going on in your life. And based on that, I can feel into 2 different timelines. You may have a feeling already of, I have this and this that I could go and do, but what do I do? And I don't tell you, you should go do this or you should go do that. That's going to be good. That's going to be bad. That's not how it's going to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 timelines here like I just did. And we're going to look at both of them. And I'm going to show you what are going to be the advantages of this, what are going to be the advantages of that, how is the energy of this, how is the energy of that, what are the results going to be when you do this, what are the results going to be if that's what you choose, and then you go and sit with all this information and you feel into what is good. And also, you may shift out of one timeline rapidly and go to another one because you have the information. So that also happens when you get these readings. So they are on sale right now for the holidays until the end of January. If you are interested, go check out my website or send me a message. I hope that this was helpful for you. Please do comment. Let me know what this brought up for you. I love hearing what this brought up for you. If you're interested in learning more about the dragons, about all the kinds of dragons that I work with, also check out my website, reach out. And I will be back with more stuff. If you want more of these card readings, let me know. If you would like me to do this regularly, like once a month or something, let me know, because I am considering maybe doing this. I wasn't really. They just now told me, these golden dragons, you should do this every month. Ask the people online. So here we are. Do you want me to do this regularly? Yes or no? Let me know. And I will be back soon. Bye bye.